Hello achievement hunters and welcome back to Achievement Adventures. It's been a while since I dropped the first video in this series with a plethora of easy Gamerscore boosting titles. Since then, Scale Studios has been finding its feet as we navigate the YouTube landscape. However, I am now back with 15 more cheap and easy games to boost your Gamerscore. As with the previous list, these completions will have your Gamerscore skyrocketing in no time, for less than a tenner per game, in most cases. I currently have 716 completions on my gamertag at the time of recording, 6 more since the previous video. So if you want to see more lists like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. While you are there, let me know what your favourite Xbox completion is, and near the end of the list, keep an eye out for a couple of bonus titles. If you haven't seen the previous video, the link is in the description below. Without further ado, let's do this. Now the last list was heavy on visual novels. Your comments indicated that these are simple, yes, but not a favourite amongst some achievement hunters. In fact, the opinion was a little bit mixed on that front. So never fear, this list is going to be majorly visual novel free. Well, kind of. I just have the one for you today. Our first game is The Letter, a horror visual novel, which will set you back at the time of recording about $16, depending on your location. The joint highest price in this video. Yes, this is the high scale for what I would consider cheap, but this, out of all the visual novels I have played on Xbox, is actually the most enjoyable of the bunch. It has a decent amount of replay value, and yes, I did blitz it for that quick Gamerscore fix in less than 30 minutes, but I also went back to it a few times to soak it in, take my time, and enjoy the story. Is this game groundbreaking? Not really, but if you love a little bit of horror and spookiness in your visual novels, this one might be right up your alley. I purchased The Letter when the game went on sale, it does happen, so if the price tag is making you hesitate, maybe pop it on the old wish list for a rainy day sale. Continuing with the horror bandwagon, the next game here is Frightence, a horror-drenched hallway walking simulator set in a rundown apartment block. This title pulls you into its startlingly simple claustrophobic plot immediately. This game retails at £8.39 or thereabouts based on your location and contains some very cool but dark visuals, so be warned. It can be slow without a guide, so maybe look one up to save you some time. The title will take you about 25 minutes if you're speedrunning it, but like The Letter, this game also deserves to be appreciated, so feel free to take your time with it. Simple yet effective, Frightence is just one of the many simple horror games on Xbox that show the genre is still alive, or undead and kicking. The final horror entry on this list is actually not based in the genre at all, but is horrific for all the wrong reasons. I've been gaming for nearly 40 years, and only 4 times have I regretted buying a video game. This was the 5th. I'm in love with your dead grandmother is, well, there are a few words. The most recent completion on this list, this game took me a swift 26 minutes to complete, and it felt like 26 hours. I dozed off twice, nearly closed the game within the first 45 seconds, and deleted it immediately on completion. I only reinstalled it for this video, and that decision alone nearly made me leave it off this list. But as achievement hunters, we power through. This game is digital brain rot of the highest order, pure and simple. Unfunny, immature, an insult to game developers who work hard at this business, and with the purest of clickbait titles. But still, I played it, completed it, and got the juicy 1000G, and during this dialogue right now, you've probably seen 12% of the game already. Don't say achievement hunters have it easy. For pure completionists only.
Are we already?
Now, if visual novels are the genie of achievement hunting, then the next few titles are the mutated cousin, what I call the update gift givers. You know the games I'm talking about. It releases with 1000G, which can be achieved in mere minutes. A month or two later, another 1000G is added, then another, and so on and so forth. Within months, each title is sitting at 4 to 5000G, and you've boosted your Gamerscore immensely. So, I have 5 of these titles for you today, all for less than a £5. And if you haven't played them yet, there is a whopping 24,000 Gamerscore up for grabs here. Akinofa is a side-scrolling arcade shoot-'em-up with basic roguelite elements. You control a titular undead fish, and your quest is to collect coins, destroy as many orbs as possible, and open chests. You also need to buy some items with your coins, die a lot, and use your super shot several times. Repeated playthroughs will help you accomplish this fairly quickly. Fortunately for us, the 5000G can be unlocked in less than an hour without a completion to boot. So go nuts. Cave Bad is another retro-style roguelike title where you play as a ratio. Your task? Dig and explore. Navigate as many levels as you can while cracking rocks, collecting coins, killing enemies, finding treasures, and digging deeper into the surface of the earth. That's it, and your reward for this, 4000 G. Totally worth it. This is one of the longer games on the list due to the random generation of enemies and levels, but well worth spending a few hours on. Lillian Puzzle World is next, and this is a cute little platformer with a few puzzle elements included. You basically control two versions of Lily, one short and one tall, to navigate basic levels, avoid traps, and get the key to escape. 3000 G is waiting for you on completion of the 50th level, which should take you less than an hour with a little patience. One of the better games on this list and relatively chill, despite the nature of the game itself. Many Faces is the one game on this list that requires a little skill, again due to the random generation of levels. Taking a leaf out of Kid Chameleon's book, remember that classic? You play a nameless little guy with an obsession for nifty hats, and each hat provides a different weapon to attack the swarming enemies. This is a genuinely fun little stick shooter when you get the controls down, and very simple to complete, netting 4000 G for the simple tasks of killing enemies and collecting hearts. A couple of hours max, and this one is all yours. Like the previous game, Overdrive Blaster works in a similar vein. Wander the dark area, defeating enemies, collecting hearts, or orbs in this case, to level your weapons and exploring to the edge of the screen. Yes, genuinely. Hitting the invisible wall actually rewards you in this game. Overdrive took me a whopping 18 minutes to complete, no time at all for such a simple game, and 4000 G. And this one can be completed thrice too, with Series XS, One and PC ports available. That's a potential 12,000 G. Back to the normal games now. Slap the Rocks is a basic roguelike game where you have to use movable rocks to solve puzzles, navigate holes and find keys to escape each level. The nostalgia for this one was endearing and reminded me of classic Super Nintendo titles. A little thinking is required on the levels and an easy reset button is available to minimise wasted time, but you can probably knock this out in under 30 minutes. Next up is Beyond Doors, a visually impressive puzzle platformer where you navigate a variety of mysterious HR irking levels by passing through doors while avoiding certain death and all manners of gaming peril. This game can be completed relatively quickly with a little routine memorization, timing and patience. The best thing is this game also has 3 versions with a variety of gamer scores, 1000 G for the X and S series version, 3000 G for the One version and 2000 G for the PC version, which totals 6000 G. Each version is less than $3, so these are absolute bargains. For those who like a bit of comic book action, Donuts and Justice is a fast-paced retro-style arcade shooter where you play as a tough cop taking down criminals in a quirky, crime-ridden city. Armed with a pistol and a steady supply of donuts, for health naturally, you fight through waves of enemies whilst rescuing hostages and cleaning up the streets. The game blends classic run-and-gun action with humour, featuring pixel art visuals and chaotic shootouts. Complete a few levels, defeat the bosses and buy a hat, yes really, and the full 1000 G can be yours in less than 2 hours.
Sector clear, oh yeah!
Now for the bonus game on this list, 8-Bit Adventure Anthology Volume 1 was released in 2017 and features not 1, not 2, but 3 classic point-and-click games from the gaming yesteryear of the Nintendo. Shadowgate, Deja Vu, and Uninvited. So technically, you have 17 games in this video now. Bonus games! Neat, huh? In my humble opinion, these are 3 of the best games released from the NES heyday, titles I grew up with and spent many an hour on. As a bonus though, for this collection, you only have to meet certain criteria to complete the achievements, which means killing yourself in various silly ways. And you don't even need to complete the 3 games for the 1000 G. This trio of titles is a solid gaming experience though, so if you can go out of your way to play them to completion, treat yourself. Our guide makes this one a breeze, not bad, for £6.39. The second point-and-click title on this list, Trials and Traces, The Tomb of Thomas Tew. Again, this may be one for the die-hard completionist due to wonky controls and a simple dull plot, not to mention an alliterated title that has been done better 1,000 times before. However, the game is on this list to serve one purpose: pad your gamer score. I'll be honest, I struggled with this one during my run-through and was glad to have it completed once that final notification popped, but if you appreciate a homage, intentional or not, to retro gaming and storytelling, this one is worth a shot.
Pirate. Thomas Tew? Incredible.
The next game is more an FMV treat with point-and-click elements, and the joint highest price game on this list at $16.74 at the time of recording. The bunker follows John, the last survivor of a nuclear bunker decades after a catastrophic attack wiped out the outside world. Raised underground, under strict routines, his fragile existence is thrown into chaos when a system failure forces him to explore deeper, long-sealed sections of the facility. This game was a highlight for me because I've actually visited the bunker location in this game. But I will keep this subjective. The game is actually very intriguing. I didn't actually go into the bunker with achievements in mind, but they are very easy to achieve regardless. All I will say is this: if you want to save repeat playthroughs, use a guide. Collectibles, where plentiful and simple to find, play a huge part in the completion, and we all know what happens when we miss just that one. This should take less than 3 hours overall, with a bit of focus, but this is still a fun little title.
Always be here. Stay in our rooms, I'll be safe.
The final point-and-click title is actually very well known, The Walking Dead. Currently free if you have Game Pass, the first entry in this fantastic Telltale series is one of the easiest games on the platform if you're willing to spend some time with it. Achievements are unmissable on this iteration of the game, but this is easy to do because The Walking Dead, megabyte for megabyte, is one of the best story-driven experiences on the platform. Emotional, engaging, addictive and refreshing, there are certainly worse ways to spend 12 to 15 hours unlocking a 1000G classic. It hasn't aged a day. Just bring a box of tissues. Trust me.
Same place when they go there.
The Marsh House?
Yes, that's it!
And that is my list of 15 plus 2 bonus easy games to boost your Xbox Gamerscore. If you wish to see more lists like this, click the bell, like the video, and subscribe to stay notified. And don't forget to drop a comment below, because more lists and achievement guides are coming in due course. A million Gamerscore certainly has a lot of memories to share. For now, have a good day, and thanks for watching Scale Studios.